I'm Peggy Rice, one of your 3 Anderson Township trustees, and we have a wonderful new program, which is a field trip for second graders, all the second graders, representing all 6 schools, elementary schools in Anderson Township. And it's interesting how this began and how it started. I'm here in our wonderful history room, which is in the lower atrium of the Anderson Center. And this is where we have brought the children to learn about their government, as well as history and nature. And it didn't really start out as a field trip. What happened is some months ago, a teacher asked if I, as a trustee, would go into the second grade classrooms and teach history and local government. Well, it's difficult to say no when someone wants you to do something like that, but I didn't feel that I was qualified to do it. I'm certainly not a teacher. And so we got together, township staff, with the Anderson Township Historical Society and some of their members. And our thought at that time was to provide the teachers with some tools and some materials that they could use in their classroom to teach those subjects. But the more we worked with the school and with the teachers, we realized that the best thing to have happen would be a field trip for all the second graders to come to Anderson Center, because there is so much here for them to see and do and learn. And a hands-on experience we felt was really the best way to have that happen. Well, we weren't at all certain in the beginning that this was going to happen, simply because the second grade had not had field trips for a long, long time. So therefore, we had to get permission from Dr. Jackson, who's the superintendent of Forest Hill Schools, as well as the principals. And once it was established that a field trip could happen, then the excitement really mounted. And honestly, what we were able to do is bring each school into the center. We have set aside the mornings for 6 days because there are 6 schools. And we had stations. And they were brought to the history room, and they were taught then and now by the docents, meaning what happened 200 years ago when children were trying to learn versus today in our modern schools. They also learned about historically 2 very prominent families who came to Anderson Township from Virginia, and one from Germany. That would be the Clark family and the Wolfangle family. And they were taken on a nature walk around the lake. They loved that. Another outdoor activity was to be taught by our superheroes. Our superheroes are the fire chief, Public Works, Mr. Shelley, and Officer Bob. So they got to see the cruiser, the fire engine, and backhoe, and a dump truck. So that was fun as well. They started the morning in the boardroom, the Anderson Township boardroom, where we hold our meetings. And there they were taught Anderson Township 101. And they had a good time with it because we brought in some cartoon characters, and they really were able to relate through that special presentation of what their government actually does. So they have learned a lot today, and we hope this might be the first annual History to the Schools.